Good morning. This is your media report for a blustery Monday, February the 13th, 2017. I'm Sergeant Chuck Breen, Media Relations Officer for the St. John Police Force. Since the 10th of February 2017, St. John Police have responded to 337 calls for service. We would like to hear from anyone that has any information concerning any of our calls or investigations. We can be reached at 506-648-3333 or at our email police@stjohn.ca. Or you can do it anonymously through the Provincial Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-8477 or on their website at crimenb.ca. On Friday morning at 10:43 a.m., St. John Police responded to a call of an escaped inmate at the St. John Regional Correctional Centre. Responding officers were advised by staff that an inmate had escaped from the exercise yard and had run off on foot. The inmate was being pursued by jail guards who captured him a short time later. The inmate was turned over to police who arrested the 20-year-old male for escaping lawful custody. He was transported to the St. John Police Station where he appeared in court. The inmate has been identified as Tyler Noel. On Friday afternoon at 3:58 p.m., St. John Police responded to a call of damage to a residence on Charlotte Street. Officers were advised by the caller that her ex-boyfriend had come to her residence to visit. When she asked him to leave, he became upset and had thrown a salt shaker through her living room window. He left the scene prior to police arriving. As a result, police are looking to arrest a 51-year-old male for mischief to property. On Friday evening at 9:09 p.m., St. John Police responded to the Partown Centre on Carlton Street for a call of a parole violation. Officers were advised that a resident had violated his parole and a warrant had been issued for his arrest. Police later located the resident, as a result, and arrested a 49-year-old male for a violation of his parole. He was turned over to the sheriff's deputies who transported him to a federal correctional center. At 9:29 p.m., St. John Police responded to Charlotte Street for a call of fraud. Officers were advised by the caller that he had received a telephone call from an automated voice recording that told him that he had made an overpayment of $4,000 on his income tax. He was advised to give his bank account information so the money could be transferred into his account. The caller did not supply any of his information. This matter is under investigation by the St. John Police Fraud Unit. On Saturday morning at 11:15 a.m., St. John Police responded to a call at the St. John Regional Correctional Centre. Officers were advised that an inmate had come to the jail to serve a weekend sentence, and when he was searched, it was discovered that he was trying to sneak a quantity of drugs into the jail with him. As a result, police arrested a 42-year-old male for possession of a narcotic. He was served documents to appear in court on a later date. On Sunday morning at 8:39 a.m., St. John Police responded to a call of an assault at a residence on Germain Street. Officers were advised by the victim that she and her boyfriend were having a discussion when he placed his hands around her neck and began choking her. She was able to get away and left the apartment, at which time he followed her outside. The victim advised the suspect that she was going to call the police, and at that time he pushed her to the ground. He then left the scene prior to police arrival. Police were later able to locate the boyfriend and as a result arrested a 30-year-old male for assault. Further investigation revealed that the suspect was on a court order to keep the peace and be a good behavior. He was also charged for violating a court order. The suspect is being held to appear in court. On Sunday evening at 8:33 p.m., St. John Police responded to a motor vehicle accident on Charlotte Street West. Police located the vehicle laying on its side and no one in or around the vehicle. Investigation revealed that the vehicle had been taken without the owner's consent earlier in the evening from a residence on Charlotte Street. Police searched the area and were able to locate the driver of the vehicle on Martello Road. As a result, police arrested a 29-year-old male for theft of a vehicle and leaving the scene of an accident. He was transported to the St. John Regional Hospital where he is being treated for non-life-threatening injuries. This will conclude the media report for Monday, February the 13th, 2017. Have a great day, and remember, let's be careful out there.